So this installment of training for homework, we're going to look at Egg Beater Kickbacks, Raised Heel Cocorinhas, and push-ups. We're going to offer some varieties here so that you can find the push-ups that work for you where you're at. Egg Beater Kickbacks. I'm going to show you from the front, from the side, and from the back. Pretty simple. You're going to raise up one foot. You're going to swing it around behind you in a circular pattern behind you. This is going to work with articulation in the knees and building up strength in ligaments and tendons. So we're coming up and swinging around, we step back down and switch to the other side. Should be fairly simple and easy to do. If you're feeling some tightness in the knee, feeling some pressure there, just make the circle much more narrow and smaller. So we've gone outside in, or inside out. We're going to go outside in, if I can remember to do them. So excelling is going to be completing 3 sets of 20 of those, which is more than what we've been doing, but I also feel like it's a lighter thing. I think everybody's going to be okay with that. Raised heel cocarinha, you're going to need something to raise your heel up on. A 2x4, my notes, a book, a hardcover book or something like that. I'm using a yoga mat, just kind of rolled up but set flat. And so you're going to have your heels elevated, and what that's going to do is that's going to reduce the pressure, or the tension on the Achilles. Just for a lot of people, when we try to do a full ass to grass squat to rest and relax, this is where most people are finding the issues in the ankle mobility. So we're going to work on building that up by elevating here. It's going to take pressure off from the Achilles. So we're looking at, again, 3 sets of 10 to 20, depending on how comfortable you are. And we're up. Feet are about hip width apart right now. I'm going to come down. I'm going to touch the ground with a flat hand, protecting over top of my head, turning my head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Legal. For push-ups, you have options here. This is all very basic warm-up, rehab, pre-hab type stuff. So I'm not going to ask you to push this. We're building up your capacity. You might be in a position where right now you need to do upright wall push-ups. Regardless of what position you're going to keep those elbows in close to your ribs. It's just going to be better form and protection of the joint. Also, it's going to help you build up and be more comfortable going into Keidajihin's later on. If you're comfortable with being in a normal push-up position, fantastic. You're going to take that plank position and do your push-ups. Maybe you need some maybe you need to lessen the degree of exertion. then do them on your knees. Do the push-ups on your knees. If you're going to be on your knees, you're going to try and keep from the knee up through the shoulder and the head in a neutral position. So you can imagine that there's a string pulling you up here. That's going to give you a nice neutral position where your head's in line with your spine and your buttocks and your knees. And that's the position you'll use for your push-ups. If you want to do a normal one, fantastic. If you're looking for something more advanced, more difficult, raise your feet. Even going so far as to doing handstand push-ups. We're not doing that today. Hands underneath shoulders. Your elbows are going to go back. They're not going to flare out. They're going to go back toward your hips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe that's where you pause and you do 3 sets of 5. That's 5. Maybe you continue. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Because of the nature of the beast and what I'm asking you to work with, I don't want you to do more than 10 right now. But you can sit back at this point on toward your heels. If you can make it all the way to your heels, great. If not, that's okay. Big toes touching. Knees open up a little bit. This is a child pose in yoga. So press your shoulders down toward the floor or the ground, wherever you're training, to get some pressure going the other way. Bom trabalho. Até mais. E remember, success is completing these 2 days that we don't have training. Success is small and it can grow. But for what we're working with right now, success is 2 days of this. So egg beater kickbacks, 10 to 20 on from each leg. You're doing inside to out and outside to in with those. Raised heel cocorinha, 3 sets of 5 to 10, again, depending on where you are with things. Push-ups, 3 sets of 5 to 10. Again, where you're comfortable. Maybe they're wall push-ups. Maybe they're elevated feet push-ups. You have to find the spot that's best for you and learn your body. Ashe.